just so stressful. I've had so much going on. I'm just, I don't care if I win or not. I'm just like, there's just so much has been. Time we've said this, we had some technical delays from the booth ourselves, but like I was saying earlier, we invited all the previous homecoming queens from LFO up, and we probably had 30 to 40 previous homecoming queens, and it was awesome. All the way back to 1960 was represented, and big shout out to Alexandra Childress, the 2022 homecoming queen. I think her second block teacher has had a big impact on her life. So,
not that you're partial or anything.
That's right. She's in my second block, so I'm definitely excited for her.
Yeah, it's a great night for football. The weather's great. We did have a little power outage earlier, so got the
blue lights are still going across the street.
Blue lights are still going at IHOP. I think a tractor trailer had impacted some power lines over there, so.
They impacted some street lights up and down Fort O as well, up and down Battlefield Parkway.
But back to the football, I think LFO and Gordon Lee is supposed to be a really good matchup tonight. Both teams coming in, needing a win really bad in region play to stay contenders for the playoffs. You're going to see a lot of heart and will out on the field tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I posted on Twitter a few minutes ago. I was corresponding with one of the local guys. The winner of this game is still alive in the playoff hunt and kind of controls their own destiny still, whereas the loser is probably on the outside looking in. And I know it's early in the season to be saying that, but this is what we like to call a must-win game for both teams. The season's still ahead of them, but a lot on the line tonight here up on the hill. So
well, let me throw the point out there too. On a game like this is one of the things that has made it awesome to bring back or to bring in teams in this region like Gordon Lee, like Ridgeland. When you bring these natural geographic rivalries back in, it gives you something. Not only are you playing for potential playoff position and everything, you're playing for bragging rights.
You are.
These kids see each other on a regular basis around town, at the mall, stuff like that, and now they play each other year in and year out. So you're playing for those bragging rights.
And you may play on summer ball teams with them, and basketball, baseball, whatever. But
you could almost call this the Chick-fil-A Bowl.
The Chick-fil-A
because that's where they're going to see each other. You're in high school, you're going to see other schools, out to eat in the public, like you said. And it's a lot of bragging rights when you wear that name, whatever name that is, on your chest.
Oh, of course it is.
I've seen some uptick in the attitudes and just everything throughout the school. It's a little bit more upbeat after a couple wins. Big win at Ridgeland last week for the Warriors. Starting to believe a little bit. And that's what it takes after a couple years of just down seasons. A couple wins will get you. It gets your school, motivated. I've heard it said that a good football team will lead to a good school year, and that's something we definitely need here at LFO.
Well, a lot of times administration and stuff, when they tell stories about going out into the public and talking to people in the area, the one thing that they say, they don't ever ask them what their test scores are. Hey, how your test scores doing? They ask them, hey, we going to be any good at football this year? We going to be any good at baseball? We going to beat Ridgeland?
That's what they ask.
Those are the important things out there, folks.
That's right. Well, and we look around the stadium, man. We got a full packed house here across the.
All right, we're gonna be quiet here and let them play the national anthem.
Directed by LFO drum major Charlie Miller. Tonight's color guard is commanded by Cadet Kyle McLean and includes Cadets Eric Hughes, Josh Falk, and Brian Austin.
as we get ready to let the game start going, coming to us right now, let's go ahead and go over the starting lineups really quick. Let's break that out here. As you can see, starting at quarterback for the Warriors tonight, senior Dylan Blankenship, running back Donnie Brown, wide receivers are Trayvon Gott, Brent Bowman, Bryson Sullivan, and Darius Bunch. The offensive linemen are Brock Donahue at center.
GHSA and its member schools have made a commitment to promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all GHSA sanctioned events. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area during warm-up or while the contest is being conducted. Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at today's event. The Warriors would like to thank St. Gerard Catholic Church for providing the team's pregame meal this evening, as well as the Gardner family for feeding the children.
Simpson coming into the game after 13 tackles a game is huge for the Warrior defense. For the Trojans of Gordon Lee, you're looking. You have number 2, Nate Dunphy, is a name to be looking for. He accounts for 700 of their 1,400 rushing yards, averaging over 100 yards a game. Leading tackler for the Trojans is Dalton Russell. Some other names. Let's see. I grabbed everything except for my my roster tonight. You know, I can't ever seem to get anything right when it comes to grabbing my papers.
Well, we all do that. We're notorious for forgetting. It never fails. No matter what I've got to do and when I've got to do it, I will forget 18 things on the way out the door. So that is my Achilles heel, has been and always will be.
Yeah, Russell and Whitman look to be the leaders on defense for the Trojans. Cowan will be starting at quarterback, but this is a run-first offense. Like I said, they have 1,400 yards of rushing and 700 of them coming from Dunphy.
All right, so we are sitting here now at about 8 minutes, 44 seconds to go, kind of going at this a second time. We had everything in place. We were getting ready to get cranked up, and we just had a train horn go out here.
I think that's our weekly F-250 that drives by.
I don't think there's any trains out here on Battlefield Parkway. But
Maybe that's what happened over at the IHOP. The train
I could
hit
be
it.
surprised.
Just to give us kind of a region wrap up here to see what's going on. We've got Adairsville at Ridgeland tonight, Lafayette at Bremen, and then we have Ringgold and Cahola Creek. That Ringgold Cahola Creek is another big games in terms of playoff contention. So
yeah, it is. You have two teams there that have shown pretty much a similar strength in their offense as well as their defense. So whoever wins that game will definitely have a leg up on region play, just like here tonight between Gordon Lee and LFO.
Well, and obviously, guys, I've been sitting over here monkeying around with all the equipment stuff. So if y'all said this again, let me apologize for saying it a second time. But if you take common opponent, Cahola Creek is one of the common opponents of these two teams. LFO got beat by them by less than a field goal, and Gordon Lee got handled a little bit more than we did. So if you go off common opponent, you would give a little bit of a nod to the Warriors tonight, but at the same time, Gordon Lee is riding a 2-game win streak against LFO because they have beat LFO the last 2 years. So they've got momentum on their side. So it is kind of a mixed bag at this point, and we have figured this stuff out, boys and girls. Apparently these headset mics only work if we have them hooked into an extension cord. So I'm guessing that they are phantom powered, and I didn't realize that they won't run straight off the board. So we're good now. My sound engineer back home let me know.
y'all were hearing the best voice anyways while it was me.
That is true. Corey Lingerfelt over there with the velvet fog that is Corey Lingerfelt. We'll just make sure that we hook a cord back in for the bands at halftime.
Well, Appalachia velvet fog.
The Appalachian velvet fog.
back to our regularly scheduled program.
That would be more like the raccoon fog or something, like
Flintstone.
badger hair.
Yeah.
Or something. Chinchilla.
Just across the hill here in Ringgold, we have #1 Cedartown taking on #10 Heritage. And Cedartown was off to a 7-0 lead. Harlan Diamond with a 71-yard touchdown run for the Bulldogs.
That's a tough start for Heritage. You're facing a Cedartown team that is just almost
Loaded.
unstoppable.
They're beating teams that beat the brakes off other teams handily. So
Well, and I mean, was it last year's game that Cedartown beat Heritage 55-0? I believe.
if it
I
wasn't
know
last
there
year,
was some.
a couple years
It was a
ago.
couple of years ago. I know there was some historic significance to that game. The great Scott Herped away and had wore number 55, and so they had, I guess, talked it over before the game that if they got the chance to put 55 on the scoreboard, they were going to in his honor, and they did work that out, and that game wound up being 55-0. I know when that game was over with, someone seen enough to say, hey, if you can do it, put it on the board. We're okay with that.
Another update I just saw from our friends over at Scenic City Sports. It is now 14-0 Cedartown with 7:40 left in the first quarter. Patrick Garner taking it in for the Bulldogs, and I've seen Patrick Garner in person. He is built like a truck.
Our honorary captain for LFO tonight, former Lakeview Fort Oglethorpe High School principal Chance Nix, and current.
If I can tell you one thing, Mr. Nix is definitely passionate about our students and about our
Yes,
school
he
district.
is.
So I was never had the opportunity to work for him in the building level, but I've met him a few times since being hired. And
Working in the building with him was a treat, man. Issues before this game ever got started, so if we are trucking right along and we wind up losing signal, let me go ahead and apologize now, because I believe we are working strictly off Wi-Fi at the moment. I don't think that we have gotten our hardwire internet back cranking yet, so just bear with us, and hopefully at least the sound is going through the whole time.
We haven't had the best luck the last couple of weeks either. So
No, that is true. See the captains making their way out to the middle of the field.
Captains for Gordon Lee, number 2, Nate Dunphy. Number 6, Cade Cowan. Number 24, Connor Whitman. Number 26, Holt Roberts.
the captains for
Captains for LFO.
number 20,
Number 21,
Gabe
Tony
Helton.
Gott. Number 53, Carter Wilson.
Number 3, Donnie Brown.
Dylan Blankenship.
Number 8, Brody Benton. And number 15, Dylan Blankenship. I can't see the Trojans' numbers, but I'm sure those are outstanding young men as well.
Tell you what, if one word could summarize this LFO team that's waiting to run onto the field, that would be focus. They look super eager and ready to come out here and go to battle.
I eat lunch daily with Coach Bryan and Coach Geyer, and they're determined. They want to get it done for this city, for this school. They know the potential that we have, and they're ready to get us to the playoffs. And that starts with a win tonight over the team from Chickamauga.
So you can see Gordon Lee headed back to run out of their sideline, and LFO about to make their way out of the Warrior Pride flag.
I'll say this, I know several of these young men on this Gordon Lee team too. A lot of good young guys. Here come the Trojans on the field.
And folks at home, you can see the banner is going
The flag
up.
goes up.
The band
we're ready
is
to come
beginning
on
to
the field.
play.
Got a little vocal expression from Dan Lyons.
Dan Lyons giving everything he's got.
He gives it
And
everything
here
he's got
come
week
the
in
Warriors.
and week
Yes.
out.
The Warriors rocking the all red. I don't think we've done that this year, so I'm pretty pumped to see it.
I like it. Uniforms look good.
I'm partial to red, I must say.
A a little bit of pink accent on the Warriors uniforms tonight for breast cancer awareness.
I was going to say, because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Issue obviously near and dear to my heart, with my wife being a breast cancer survivor.
Absolutely. I'm sure you appreciate any time somebody just throws something out there. You know, we got the ribbons on the field.
Absolutely.
We're going to have Sullivan kicking off for the Warriors. And back deep for the Trojans. I can't see a number. Can y'all? My vision's not doing well. Number 4, maybe?
Looks like a number 4.
Number 4 is Davis James.
Number 9, Gross. Kicking for the Warriors, number 9, Sullivan.
Oh. Mr. Lyons tells us that is number 9.
And here comes the kick. It is going to be through the end zone for a touchback. Trojans will take over at the 20-yard line.
That is his 13th touchback of the season. He is one of the leading kickers in the nation. Top 25 is what I read today. He's top 25 in the nation. Number 4 in Georgia, the state of Georgia, Bryson Sullivan. And then he's also number 1 in AAA.
Well, guys, as we said over the last few weeks when we broadcasted games, that's a powerful weapon to have at the high school level. If you got a kicker that can boot it out the back of the end zone, why even let them touch the ball?
Exactly, and you know, even if you're forced back on your own 20, you can flip the field easily with Bryson Sullivan.
Gordon Lee's going to be a wing T set team. Dunphy in motion to give up the middle.
Looks like no gain right there. A host of Warriors in on that tackle.
I think they're giving them a yard, maybe 2.
Great job plugging up the middle there by the big guys. I see number 53, Carter Wilson, and a few other guys in on that
Those
tackle.
3 linebackers right there, Wyatt May, Levi Harwell, and Peyton Sullivan are the 3 names that you're going to hear us call more than not tonight, folks.
I'll tell you what, they're not the size of your typical linebacker, but they will lay the hammer.
Who was that there? Number 20, Helton on the tackle.
Number 26, Roberts on the give.
And this is what you're going to see from Gordon Lee all night. They're going to belly, dive.
Yeah, they average throwing less than 10 passes a game.
You're going to see Dunphy on the jet a lot, and you're going to see a few trick plays thrown in. That's what Coach Geyer's key to the game was, to limit the big plays off the gadget plays.
So this is going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and about 5.
3rd and
5, 6.
It's a tall referee over there.
Motion, toss.
Oh, they're going to pick it up.
He's got room. He's got the sideline.
He's
in open field. He's turning on the Jets.
No
10,
flags.
5, touchdown.
Tell you what, he got around the outside, and that could not have been tossed anymore.
When he
perfectly.
hit the open spot right there, he just hit the gas.
He was running full speed, I think, when he caught the ball.
Yeah, he was. Impressive run by Dunphy there.
And
so
Coach
Gordon
Geyer's
Lee,
number 2 key was to stop number 2. And we did not do that right there.
Trojans on for the extra point.
Number 8.
Snap. Kick. Kick is good.
That's Bryson Johnson for the Trojans on the extra point.
So with 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, Gordon Lee draws first blood. 7-0 Trojans.
Tell you what, they had several key blocks in that just they knew exactly how to run that play. They practiced that a lot.
And when he got to the corner, that was it. When you could see him, and then when he got to the sidelines.
Yeah.
What's he say? Split veers like Novocaine. Takes a while, but it always works.
Well, that didn't take long, but it worked.
So Bunch and Gott back to receive. That's going to be
Gott.
Trayvon. He's going to take her to the outside. He's got some room. Breaks the tackle. He gets to the sideline. He's out at about the 43-yard line. Heck of a run by Trayvon Gott.
And I'll tell you this, I hope they kick it to him every single time because he is a threat.
I'll tell you one thing. He was about one block away from taking that to the house.
He was. One of the more electric players that you'll see in this 6 AAA region is Trayvon Gott. What I'm looking forward to.
The Warriors will have Gott and Bowman to the close side. Looks like Mitchell and Sullivan to the far side. Brown in the backfield.
One thing you'll see on this near side is a big size mismatch with Brent Bowman.
Yeah.
Number 89 matched up on number 7.
Don't think quarterback Dylan Blankenship probably hadn't already sniffed that out. There's the snap, the give to Brown. Brown sneaks up the middle, gets the corner. Gain of about 5. Good run on Donnie Brown.
He just followed the big guys and found the open hole and hit it hard.
And good job. Way to just hug the hole and wait. A lot of guys get impatient. They miss the 6-7 yard runs because they're trying to get the 30-yard runs.
They want the home run. Sometimes that single up the middle works just as well. Blankenship in the snap, the throw. Just over the head of Trayvon. Got a little tongue-tied there.
22, Avery Bloodworth on the pressure of Blankenship there. Got 3rd and...
It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprising at all to see him hand this to Brown. Spread everybody out. Just come back up the middle. Blankenship in the shotgun. Trojans showing blitz.
They did. Looks like we're going to get a free first down.
Yep, that's right. Let's take that first down.
Guys, I've just been sitting back watching the Trojan defense, and they've blitzed from about 4 different positions. So they're looking to bring the heat on Blankenship tonight. And
well, one thing that's going to hurt you tonight is losing your depth in the running back game. Number 5, Tyler Davis being out this week. He got hit pretty hard last week.
Yeah.
He was having an incredible game at Ridgeland.
Blankenship on the snap. He looks to throw. He's got
got it.
Got to the sidelines. He pushes, almost breaks a tackle. That's going to be another Warrior first down.
He had 10 yards between him and the next guy. So if they start press coverage, he's just going to beat them deep.
Yep.
If you're the corner, you don't want to get beat deep, but you can't give them 8 yards on 3rd and 4.
Well, and I mean, let's be honest. When you look out there on the field, there is a definite height advantage on the Warriors' offensive side of the football. Brown in the backfield with Blankenship. Blankenship from the shotgun. Here comes the snap. He's looking to throw. He keeps. He is not going anywhere. They may give him a gain of 1, but more likely that's going to be a no gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it is. And I think one key for the offense is going to be how much time are you going to give Dylan Blankenship to toss the ball around. When he has space and time, he's going to eat you up.
Yep.
And Gordon Lee's not going to allow it because they have brought 6, 7, 8 guys all night so far. And you can't block 6 with 5.
No. Blankenship on the snap, looking to throw. He's got almost picked off. Little miscommunication between quarterback and receiver there.
Woo. It's 3rd and 11. I think that was a case of it came right to me. I don't know what to do.
I believe that might have supposed to have been a comeback route.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. 3rd and 11 coming up for
Coach Bryan calls in the play.
With this 3rd and long, I would not be surprised to see number 89 get a touch here.
Oh, yeah. Here comes the snap. Fakes the hand. No, the handoff is to Trey Brown. No gain off the left side.
Ronnie Brown the 3rd on the game. Lost a yard to the 34. It's 4th and 11.
Be 4th down, 11.
Punt team's coming on.
Yeah, bringing the punt team on.
They're just going to see what they can do to pin them deep and trust your kicker and your defense to get something going.
Well, the one thing that you can say about this Warriors football team is the defense has played pretty consistently most of the season. It's hard to give it everything you got every play of every game when you spend the majority of the game on the field, and that's what they've looked at in several of those early games.
You're right.
Here's the snap. Sullivan with the kick. Nice punt. Hits on the 11. It's going to bounce, and it is going to make it into the end zone, so it'll be Trojan ball on the 20.
From across town, game of interest here. Cahulla Creek just went up 7-0 over Ringgold in the first.
So 8 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. It will be Trojan ball.
Yeah, that was a really good punt. I think we just didn't have time to get down there and touch the ball before it went into the end zone. That's unfortunate.
The Trojans coming out in a strong lift. And the give is to number 7, Henson, around the edge. He's knocked out of bounds for about a gain of 7, excuse me. Got to get stopped here, guys. You know, we can't get behind the 8 ball here.
Almost the 27-yard line.
You cannot at this point, you cannot let them get another big play in just a couple plays.
Got to make them work for it.
If you're gonna, even if you give up a score, you've got to make them string together an 8 or 10 play drive to do it.
Give up the middle for the Trojans.
Looks like he did get enough for the first down.
Gain of about 3. It's number 26, Holt Roberts for the Trojans. Gonna have 1st and 10 for the Trojans coming up. Gordon Lee coming out in an ace formation, eye back. The give to Dunphy, and he cuts outside, and there's really not a lot there.
Credited him for being a patient runner, though. He saw
he
that
did.
quick, changed directions.
Great job on whoever met him first. Wasn't able to get the full tackle, but they grabbed a hold and they were not letting go,
Just
waiting on
enough
their
to
teammates
slow
to
him
come in.
down.
Yeah.
He's a patient running back. I'm pretty sure he's had varsity reps since his freshman year, and that shows once you're in year 4 of a system.
Especially in this system where it's more of a ground and pound style offense.
Gordon Lee coming set, 2nd and 8 with the toss out here wide. Mitchell blows that up.
That's exactly what you have to do. What those would-be blockers, you got to blow them into the running back if you're going to have a chance to stop
Mitchell,
this.
Ladarius Bunch in on that tackle.
Picked up about 3. Bunch played that perfectly. You teach your cornerback to
stayed
keep
at home
everything
right
inside.
there,
Yep. And then Mitchell came and blew the tackle, blew the blockers up, and then he made the tackle too.
It's going to give you a 3rd and 4. Gordon Lee's not shown us anything other than the run, and we have no reason to believe we're going to see anything but the run right here with third and a medium 4.
The give up the middle, and we
Oh,
stop
it's
him in the
snuffed
backfield.
out.
I can't.
Looks like, I believe that was Peyton Sullivan
And White Bay.
and I believe Brock Donahue on that play.
Roberts again on the carry, and he just got tripped up in the backfield. Huge play by the Warrior defense.
The punt team is on the field, but this is one of those offenses where you can never be too safe. I would definitely be ready for any trickery or
Tomfoolery,
any
shenanigans.
tomfoolery.
Number 50,
Foolery.
Brody Jenner back for the Trojans to punt.
It's a big guy.
Oh,
Mitchell was close to that.
yeah, he just about got a hand on that one.
Definitely takes a general bounce.
It comes to rest at the 25-yard line.
It's about a 40-yard punt.
So Warrior defense holds 5 minutes, 27 seconds to go. First quarter. In what has been a quick first quarter so far.
From across town, we got 2 scores coming in. Adairsville 14, Ridgeland 0 in the first. And then Cedartown 21, Heritage 0 with 1:32 left.
In the first half?
First quarter.
First quarter. Wow.
They're a good team, I'm telling you.
Blankenship in the shotgun. He's got Brown in the backfield. There's the snap. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw. He throws over the middle, caught. Reception by Bryson Sullivan. That is going to be a gain of about, they're going to mark it at 9 because he did come back. So that will bring up 2nd and 1.
Great job by Blankenship on the run, finding the open man and hitting him right in the hands.
Great job by Sullivan, too, I think,
absolutely.
to come back to the quarterback right there.
He was looking for Bowman the whole time, and the Trojans sniffed that out, but Sullivan sat down.
Warriors in the gun. We got 3 on one side, single coverage on the other side.
Looks like we got another free first down.
Another first down.
If they're going to blitz, you have to hard count them. Make them sit back a second. And that's what Coach Bryan is telling our guys to do, and it's a great job.
Somebody's phone's ringing out there, I believe.
Either that or they've got some digestional problems.
Indigestion. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Blankenship in the gun. Bowman in the slot. Little toss out to Brown in the flat. Brown goes to the sidelines, takes a hit. He's going to get a hard-fought 4 yards right there, bring up 2nd down 6. Clock still running. He stays in bounds.
I see Georgia run that little swing pass route. That's just an extension of the running game. Great play call to get us a 2nd and medium.
2nd about 5.
Same set for the Warriors. Got the lone man on this side. Try to get them hands up, and that's exactly what happened right there. That's the turnover. First turnover of the game at 4 minutes, 2 seconds to go. First quarter. Trojans will have the ball on the LFO 47-yard line.
Coming in a right over set, the Trojans are going to give the down play to Dunphy, and he is ran down by Helton. You'll notice Gabe Helton is without his...
I was going to say the stump is gone now.
That's right.
Or the club, as they call it.
Yeah. Just got that off yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
Tackle by number 20, Gabe Helton.
Gordon Lee going to got 2nd and 4 here. Give up the middle. Fullback takes it. Fights hard for about 7 or 8.
Robert Scaries.
A wing T team like this, you've got to jump on them. You can't let them get ahead of you, though.
You have to make them throw the ball.
Yep.
You have to make them throw the ball because that is absolutely what they do not want to do.
If Gordon Lee had their way, they would not throw a single pass tonight. Nope. 1st and 10 at the Warrior 32-yard line. Dunphy takes the give, and we knock him down, but not before he gets 7 yards.
That's what you call pick and choose running right there. He just found a spot here, found a spot there, found a spot there, and eked his way forward.
It's a gap blocking scheme, but it's a little bit of zone principle in that. Let him cut back wherever he sees it.
Wherever he sees it.
It's 2nd down and 4.
Officially 2nd down and 4 for the Trojans. The gives up the middle again. 26, Holt Roberts for about 6. And we've seen this before. Gilmer, Adairsville, they've had success with the
straight up the
fullbacks.
middle. Well, and they've got it, the Trojans are coming at you much the same way that Gilmer did, much the same way that Adairsville did. They've got that thunder and lightning rushing attack. You've got the little quick outside runner, and then you've got the big bruiser up the middle.
The toss to Dunphy, and he
He
gets
is stood up.
maybe about 3.
Levi Harwell on the tackle right there.
So that's an interesting play there. They toss it to Dunphy on a rocket motion, but they run a lead with the quarterback as the lead blocker.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know that I want my quarterback out there as the lead blocker.
He's a glorified running back in this system.
That is true, but still.
Cade Cowan, that is at quarterback for the Trojans. He gives to Dunphy. Oh,
Oh, he
fumble!
fumbles.
Dunphy drops the ball, and huge huge break there.
That's going to be a loss of about 2.
And that is one of the risks that you're going to run in this offensive scheme. You're tossing the ball left, tossing the ball right, you know, misdirection, all this sort of stuff. You have to be disciplined to not lose the ball.
They call that eye dressing.
Well, and a miscommunication is very easy in this as well. Wyatt May right there, almost in the right spot at the right time.
3rd and 10, they're going to give to the jet to the near side.
Blocking the back was clear as day, but he's just going to get right into the end zone, I guess. I mean, LFO coaches throwing their hands up. It was clear as day. 2 hands shoving the back numbers.
So with 49.9 seconds to go, the Trojans get on the board a second time. 13-0 Gordon Lee. They will come on to kick the extra point right here.
Coach Bryan is heated on the sideline, ready to get into the earpiece of this official.
That is good.
10. You know, you get a stop. Maybe they try a field goal or.
At worst case, you hold them to 3 right there.
Yeah.
The big thing about this type of offense is you've got to play your assignment. If you're not doing your assignment, you're going to get gashed.
Well, I almost feel like we were in this spot, but there was a crucial block in the back that just wasn't called. And in high school football, you can't really.
You can't play 11 on 12.
You can't. I know I have my red goggles on tonight, but that was.
As we always do.
That was.
To go with your red hair.
Quite interesting.
I'd love for them to kick it to Bunch or Gott deep here. And
Well, they kicked it to Gott the last time, so let's see if they do it again. Kick is up. It's going to be a high, short kick. That is going to be fielded by Wyatt May. He's going to take it straight up the middle.
Maybe they should kick it to Wyatt May more as well.
Wyatt May just lowered his head and said, boys, I'm going to take this right up the middle.
He did.
Warriors will take over at the 42-yard line.
Great field position. I would love to see a long shot. 30, 40-yard pass.
Yeah, let's just keep them. Let's get them on their heels.
Josh Bell just hit a 2-run shot for the Padres to go up over the Mets.
That a baby.
Couldn't
Go
happen
Padres.
to a nicer bunch.
The Braves never lose.
Blankenship in the gun on the snap. He's looking deep. He throws. He's got Gott, and he makes the catch. Is he going to be?
Out of bounds.
Nope, that will be out of bounds.
He was about 4 yards out of bounds, but an acrobatic catch for him.
Heck of a catch. I mean, you thought they might have let us have that one after that block in the back.
I know it, right?
Guys, he caught it inside the white box out here. I don't think they can let us
He was in
get
the
that
coaching box on that one.
Great catch, though.
Oh, yeah, it was.
I'd love to see Bowman get a shot here.
Blankenship waiting on the snap.
Oh,
Yep, has to, yep. Free 5 yards. Looks like Gordon Lee was about trying to send the house as well.
Take it.
So 37.7 seconds to go in the first quarter in what has been a lightning fast first quarter. Barely at this point. We kicked off at 7:55. Boys, we are barely at 18 minutes right now in this first quarter, and when you got a team running the football, this is what you're going to have. So after the 5-yard penalty, it'll be Warriors ball, first down and 5. Or second down 5, sorry. That ball will be placed inside at the Trojan 49. Blankenship with the snap. He's looking deep.
You got him. You got Brent deep.
Oh, my.
Avery Bloodworth came in and just lent Blankenship
They're looking
up.
for...
And they're calling him down. They're looking for illegal grounding.
I was going to say intentional grounding, I believe, is what the Trojan faithful over there are trying to holler for on that one. I think Coach Bryan and the Warriors may let the clock go on down on this one and reset for the second quarter. Let's see what we do here. 11 seconds, 10 seconds.
And it's the same thing that's been happening all night. They've been bringing pressure. We've just whiffed on the block.
Well, you can
there.
tell when they put single coverage on Brent.
That'll be the horn to end the first quarter. They cannot handle Brent Bowman one-on-one.
And we haven't exploited that advantage.
Gordon Lee, 14, Warriors nothing.
He is probably... Looks like we got some alumni dance team members down there. I see Faith Murray, for sure. Alumni Red Feathers.
Dancing too?
Huh?
Color guard down there dancing too?
Yeah, everybody's getting down.
You never quite know what you're going to see come out of homecoming.
It's third down and 13.
Second down, 13, or no, third down, 13. Blankenship on the snap. He's looking to throw. He's looking deep. He uncorks one. He's got Bowman.
It's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
I like throwing the ball to Bowman there, though.
Yeah, definitely.
The punt team coming on. Sullivan, we're going to get to see what he can do now. As you said, one of the top kickers in the nation.
He's averaging 45.5 yards per punt. I think he had probably about a 65-yarder a couple weeks ago against Cahola.
Sullivan back to punt.
I still think about that one against Gilmer when he pinned it down on like the 1 yard line with the dead roll. Oh, that's a beaut. Oh, fielded on the 20. Still alive. Spins out of a tackle. He's going to be down on about the 28-yard line.
Brought down at the 29-yard line.
So Trojan offense will take over on their 29.
Need to stop here, guys.
Yes.
We can't let them run, you know, 4 or 5 minutes off the clock here. And certainly can't allow them to score. It's going to be hard to catch up 3 scores down. Cowan under center for the Trojans. They're going to give it up the middle. 26.
Bunch, Helton, and Harwell on the stop.
Gain 4 at second down and 6.
Looked like he was met around the 30-yard line, was just able to fall forward for like 2 or 3 more yards.
First time I've ever seen this. A lineman ran the play in. Never seen that before. We got a right formation.
90-degree angle. That's an ankle breaker.
Yeah, I mean, it literally was.
Yeah.
Saw a couple guys go flying, but it's one of those things that the ball gets tossed.
So with 10:46 left here in the second, the Trojans of Gordon Lee are up 20-0 over our own Lakeview Warriors.
So here comes the kick. Looking for another short one. Little squib.
Got offsides.
Let's kick it to number 89 up there on the front row.
Yeah.
See what he might can do.
Think about if you kick it to the front row, if you break one tackle, you're gone. So I'd love to kick it to Brent Bowman.
I'd say the Trojans know his number though. Probably wouldn't kick it to him.
Well, he's sitting out there in the middle of the field, probably the tallest cat out there as it is. High kick. It's going to be fielded by Bunch. He's going to cut across field. He's broke a few tackles.
Great block on the
He's
side.
got a block. He's to the sidelines. There's a flag on the play. Cuts back inside. He's broke another tackle. Still going.
A flag on the play where nobody even was at the time.
Inside the 40-yard line to about the 38, there is a flag on the return.
If it's a block in the back and we
Or
didn't
a
get the one down
blindside
here,
block.
I'm going to be a little mad.
Let's see what the
Because
call
he
here
threw it
is.
from the 35-yard line. The block was on about the other 30. And it was clean.
Oh, he walked it all the way down to the 35.
That's where
He's
the
gonna
other
call
block
the-
would have been.
He's going to call that block in the back. Well, there's 2 flags on the field.
Could it be? Well, I was about to say,
Can't get anything going tonight for our
offsetting,
Warriors.
but
Walk in the back on the Warriors.
oh, so that's going to be half the distance to the goal. That'll put the ball all the way back down to
20.
the 20.
I mean, that's
All
It must have been on that far side because the backside judge, sideline judge, is the one that threw it way across over there, and the ball is spotted on that side of the field.
yeah.
So it must have been something.
in the scorebook, that's a 10-yard penalty. But, man, in reality, that's a 40-yard penalty.
Blankenship in the gun, snap, he rolls to his left, he's looking to throw, he throws across his body, it's completed to Sullivan at the sideline,
Great passing catch.
out of bounds on about the 33. Excellent pitch and catch right there.
Just a simple flood concept.
And I think the rollout is going to be the money ticket for us.
That's a heck of a
Tonight.
throw too, rolling
Oh, it
to your
is.
left, throwing across your body.
If you roll away from pressure, it's going to be hard for Gordon Lee to blitz you the right way.
Tell you what, number 2 for Gordon Lee has to be sucking wind after a couple 50-yard plus touchdowns.
And that's why it's key for us to get back
Blankenship on the snap, rolls back, he's looking deep, he throws, he's got Bowman on the sidelines, Bowman cuts back inside, he's got 3 Trojans on him, he's still
on.
wrestling.
Trojans, weight room.
Ball's forward for the first down, they're going to spot him. Yep, they're going to spot it at the 45. It should be a first down.
It took all of 4 people to
It
take
took
him down.
4 people to take him down.
I think that was what we call weight room.
Yeah. That was a, hey boys, I'm going to be here all night just so you know.
A little shove there at the end after the whistle, too.
You talking about Bowman hitting the official, or?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Blankenship in the gun. Snap. Low snap. Give.
Who's that on the carry?
Number 20, Helton.
That's Gabe Helton on the carry. That's going to be no gain. It's going to be second down 10 from the 45.
Well, Davis being out, having Helton to take a few carries is actually good for us this week.
Short
With his
gain on the
glove
play,
off.
second down and 9.5.
Yeah, him and Trace Brown are going to share some snaps in the
Yeah.
backfield, and either
Well,
one of
you can't
those
expect Trace Brown to go out there the whole game after playing,
Defense.
in spots here and there. Snap, he's looking deep, he throws,
Oh,
little
screenplay.
screen. Help, he's got room.
He got him.
He turns on the Jets to the sideline.
He made it.
Touchdown, Gabe Help.
He hit him with a little hezzy and took off.
Yeah.
Put on those afterburners.
Captain Caveman with the club takes it to the house.
Give him 6.
That's what we needed, guys. We needed a big play.
We needed
We
a
did.
big play. We needed something to wake us up.
And what I just said, Trace Brown or Gabe Helton, you give them a little bit of space, they're going to take off.
Yep.
Good blocking down the field, too. I didn't see the receivers, but Sullivan, Bowman.
Great job by the wide receivers.
Sullivan over for the extra point. Blankenship on the hold.
I'd just be careful of Sullivan kicking this one onto Battlefield Parkway.
Yep. Here's the snap. Here's the kick.
He might knock the
Right
transformer
down the
out,
middle.
Just got put back up.
Just off the shoulder of the drum major.
Been funny to see Charlie Miller snag that one.
Take it back the other way.
big answer there for the Warrior offense. Much needed.
Definitely a breath of fresh air.
Needed a momentum builder right there. Now we need a big defensive stand, and we'll be right back in this game.
Maybe a turnover, something to give us a little bit of just pick me up.
That was a perfect screen play call by Coach Brian there. They were not ready for that one. They thought they had the house on Blankenship.
And give help credit, too.
Yeah.
As you said, I mean, he didn't just go full bore. He sort of picked and choosed his way down through there. So little hesitation, that proved to be the big difference.
A couple scores from across town. You got Ringgold 7, Coahulla 7, with a minute left in the half. Cedartown continuing 35-0 over Heritage. That's late in the second quarter as well.
Sullivan on the kick. It's a booming kick. This one's going to be, it's going to bounce on the one and just eke its way across. Man,